Now, our top story is from the Mail on Sunday, and it doesn't look to be good news for Sir Keir Starmer, Nick.
No, indeed, not ideal. Keir Starmer's Beergate story blown apart by leaked memo. So this is a confidential operational note drawn up in the days before Sir Keir's notorious visit to Durham. Why is it always Durham? Why do they just don't go to Durham, guys? You know what I mean? It got rid of Dominic Cummings, and now it's Keir Starmer.
Was Barnard Castle in close to Durham?
Yeah, it was a whole Durham thing.
Yeah.
Don't go. Never get your eyes checked. Anyway, so this is and there's also there is a bomb. This is a bombshell document which caused into serious doubt Sir Keir's claim that he returned to work afterwards, because there's an entry recording that says, and there's a note to arrange takeaway from a local curry house, and then the document simply says end of visit. So this is the new scandal, the end of visit scandal, which means they didn't go back to work after, as he claims. So the claim is that Starmer has therefore not been completely truthful about what happened, and it's led to all these bizarre... This is where our politics is at. A Labour spokesperson said Keir was working, a takeaway was made available. Made available. We didn't get a takeaway, one was made available, should he wish to access it. And then a Labour source...
Glorious.
I know, it's ridiculous. And then another source said, during a fast-moving campaign, the op note doesn't always keep up with events, so it would be wrong to assume that activities occurred at the times originally planned. For example, it's been documented that the takeaway was late. So this is Takeaway Gate. And yes, this is where we're at, Mark. I mean, I personally never cared about Partygate, really. I cared about lockdowns. Yes, the hypocrisy was annoying, but I assumed they were all breaking it from the start. So I didn't think Boris should have resigned. I don't necessarily think this is a resigning issue, but it looks like there might be pressure for Starmer to resign, which would be more of a blow to... I think it's more of a blow to the Tories to lose Boris than it is for Labour to lose Starmer. I think they'd be better off probably with Rayner anyway, personally, at this point.
Although she was, of course, at this party. The Labour Party denied her presence at the Beergate event for months.
Right.
So I don't know how she could replace an outgoing Keir Starmer, which is, in a way, a double tragedy for the Labour Party because she is a huge talent. But it could be that they both go down, Diane, in a manner of speaking. The ginger growler's going down.
I don't think that's... going to be happening. It's very hard to get rid of one of those things. They're very sturdy. Yeah, it's very exciting. I don't know who would actually replace the leader of the Labour Party. I watched Wes Streeting on the news this morning. That man looks like he's trying to activate laser sight with his eyes. Have you seen the way he's...
Yes, that's right. And he's also 11, which is a challenge.
That is a challenge.
He's very youthful. I mean, a lot of people are saying he's a great talent, but not yet.
Yeah,
it's a job too soon.
Definitely. I mean, once he's done his GCSEs, maybe we'll look back at him. But yeah, it is interesting that they're saying... I love the way that the Labour Party are like, oh, no, well, timings can move. Great, now you look disorganised.
Yeah.
And when they say, oh, it was the end of the day, like this leaked memo, I love it because we're like finding little bits of the crime scene. Like soon there'll be like a little bit of poppadom that they find in the carpet and it'll turn into a bit of Cluedo. It'll be like, oh, it was Angela Rayner in the hall with the growler, and it'll be like that.
Mango chutney on Keir Starmer's corduroy trousers.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that'll be like little bits, piece of evidence A, B. But yeah, it's like now that they're saying this and they're saying, oh, it was a work event and it was a planned work event, a takeaway was made available. It makes them sound frivolous, and then the fact that the timing was off. I mean, all that Keir Starmer needed to do was send an email after he had the curry. So if he sent an email after he's done the curry... Still working. He's still technically working.
But no one has ever sent an email after eating a curry.
I have to say, thank you, that was a lovely curry.
Really? When I eat a curry...
The curry house. You send feedback immediately.
That still works.
I have never knowingly got anything done after a curry. I collapse in a heap. In a kind of carbohydrate overload heap. Sort of spices, naan bread, I'm done.
What's your favourite curry?
Well, I go for a king prawn madras.
Wow.
A little bit
that's
spicy.
Quite intense.
Yeah, and I skip the old pilau rice, go straight to the naan bread.
Oh, wow.
Cut out the middleman.
You're such a liberal, Mark. I find all spicy foods immoral. I can't eat anything with spice in it. But can I just say, people at home will be saying, why is Nick saying Rayner? Because my base will be saying, why is Rayner? The only reason I said Rayner... Now, did she actually lie? I know the party said she wasn't involved.
Correct.
And the only reason I say Rayner is because when I've seen her in PMQs, she does a much better job opposing Boris, much more charismatic.
Exactly.
And I think Starmer's never going to win. That's why... There's the only reason I said her. And it's not looking great for Starmer because Diane Abbott, of course, she was more of an ally of Corbyn, has said that if he did get a fine, he would have to resign. But then again, she's saying she doesn't actually think he will. So I don't know.
And even Jeremy Corbyn has thrown Keir Starmer under the bus as well, saying this is a very serious situation.
Well, no surprise there, really, isn't there?
Well, as soon as, like, you think of Diane Abbott, I just get this, like, mental image that she's there sort of, like, at the fire exit trying to sneak Jeremy Corbyn back in. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're two kids at the cinema or something. It's just... It's very cute that she's saying, oh, well, I don't know what his position's going to be. Calm down,
Can
Diane.
I put my cards on the table? I'm trying to cut Keir Starmer as much slack as possible because I'm pretty sure that whatever the outcome of this investigation is, that what happened at Downing Street will have been on a grander scale. I think that's clear.
So.
I mean, there are still, Sue Gray is still busy just, like, going through the photos of, people wearing party hats and having hula hoops and all the rest of it, right? She's not done with that investigation. But the issue for me is that Keir Starmer went big politically on Partygate, and he could have talked more about COVID or the cost of living crisis, but he decided to really politicise Partygate. And the issue you've got is if you make such a story of it, if you're then found wanting, you're going to be in trouble.
He's hung his hat on a very hypocritical nail now.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. You're right. If he had, kind of gone, OK, so they did it, they shouldn't have done it, but then, like you said, if they had...
We got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, that would have been better. But you're right, because he's done that. He put all of his cards into this... I was going to say basket.
Yeah, he put all his nans in one basket.
Lovely, thank you.
All of his poppadoms in one, whatever.